you want to go chase a bag instead of chase the game.
Mm-hmm.
Chase the game. The game got the bag. Don't chase the bag. The bag ain't got the game.
Mm-hmm.
Chase the game.
Chase the money, chase the money, chase the money.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of CTG Chase the Game, where we chase the game, not the bag, because obviously the bag will follow. You don't chase the bag. You chase the game. I almost slipped up a little bit and said it the other way around. Why is it so hard to say that? I don't know. I think it's like your mind plays tricks on you. You know, what's that?
It wants you to chase the bag. Your mind wants you to chase the bag.
CTE,
Right? You can't.
CTE. Yeah, something like that. Whatever. Nah.
I thought that's what it was
right.
called.
CT.
Close.
No.
Close, AJ.
Are you being serious? No. It was. There's
Dude,
like
so serious,
a
bro.
trick. No. Yeah, I know. I did for a second. I
Do you?
believed. I was like, is he actually serious? I have no way he's actually serious. But there's like it's psychology where your mind will, like, you think, don't hit this, and then you hit that. Like that type of deal. That's what I'm talking about. But anyways, there's a word for it. I don't know it. Did you say onomatopoeia? That's definitely not it, but okay.
Nah.
It would have had me convinced if you didn't laugh. If you were like dead serious about it, I would have been like, you know what? That sounds crazy, but I'll believe it. But no, you were laughing. All right. Anyways, moving on. There's a lot of sports to cover. A lot of UFC, NBA, NHL, and of course NFL. But let's get into it. Obviously, we'll do a little introduction. We got Danny C with the updates. He'll come through with the updates. AJ, White Snipes, Mount Pleasant Hall of Famer. We got Lehigh legend above, QB1, number one, Nigel Somerville, the true Lehigh legend. And then obviously we're missing our bet man himself, Live to Amuse. He had some daddy amuse. His buddies were pretty amusing this weekend. He was going for some long shots. Danny C didn't give him the insights on the long shots, so he missed them all. But it's okay because
All but one.
All but one. The one that I tailed, and we got $98 from that. And then the UFC was a miss. But we'll get into that. Let's get into it. Danny C, you got the updates for me, and
I got the updates for you. CTG. Remember to bang that link. Show that hat, Chase. Show that hat. Dubby. All right, let's get into some updates. For UFC 328, it was a great weekend. We had, at the main event, middleweight, we had Sean Strickland, Hamzat Chimaev. Sean won in a decision. Co-main event, the flyweights, Joshua Van won in a TKO against Tatsuro. Alexander Volkov, the heavyweights, won in a decision. Sean Brady also won in a decision, the welterweights, against Joaquin Buckley. And then we had King Green in a submission at the lightweight. It was honestly a great card. We're going to get into it after the updates. I want to talk about it. So we have the Truist Championship at the first place. Christopher Reeton won. It was, I believe, his first PGA Tour championship. And so that was pretty exciting to see. Tied for second, we had Ricky Fowler and Nikolai H. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. And then NFL news, we're going to get into it after this, but we have Cardinals running back Jeremiah Love signs a historic rookie contract, $53 million guaranteed. That is huge. Steelers kicker Chris Boswell agrees to a 4-year, $28 million extension. Some other news that Chase and us will cover later. In NBA, in the West, we have the Thunder sweeping the Lakers. We have the Timberwolves versus the Spurs. They're 2-2. In the East, we have the Cavs versus the Pistons. They're 2-2 as well. And we have the Knicks sweeping the 76ers. In NHL world, we only care about the Canes. The Carolina Hurricanes are 8-0 in the playoffs. They're making history. A lot of stuff to talk about. Chase, I'm going to send it back to you. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So obviously the UFC bets were they weren't hitting. I mean, obviously AJ White Snipes made some money off of it, and I did too. I will say I hedged Danny C, because I thought, why not? And I ended up hitting. So I got lucky. It was one of those scenarios that it was a brutal fight. The Sean Strickland fight was more
I thought that was
more
mine.
entertaining. It's kind of funny. What was yours?
The bet you hit. It's okay.
Oh, the three leg that I was it your no because it was
My
a
bet
head.
didn't come. My bet didn't come near hitting, so I was probably AJ's.
I do remember like okay it might have been AJ's but I just thought looking back on it I was like oh I hedged Danny C's bet because I look at Danny C's bet and then I see oh okay then that one hit. Yeah, it looks like no I think mine was a little bit different. It was different people. I honestly, because I don't remember taking it, I look at it, and that's why I'm like, oh, I might have tailed you because I didn't remember like thinking, oh, I'm gonna pick these people for. I just thought, oh,
It's
I
okay.
must have just hedged Danny C. But I mean, there's plenty of other bets that I tailed of AJ that I got plenty of money from, so we'll give him his flowers.
I mean, was the
and
over
he's one of the
2.5 not? Was the over two? Was the over 2.5
What
not
do you mean
gimme?
though?
I thought that was over 2.5 rounds. I was like, what? This is no brainer.
Oh. Yeah, no, I did not take that one. I didn't even think I did decision or I did TKOs and just winning of matches. I did
Wow.
it was all money line, sorry, all money line. And one was like negative like 1200, so it was like so likely to hit.
Gaudier.
Yep, yeah, Gaudier. Yeah. And then my other one was King Green and then obviously I'd sing Sean Strickland winning. But made some good money off the UFC. We got some good UFC fights coming up, obviously. There you go, AJ.
How old is Sean Strickland? How old is he?
That is a good question. Let me see.
30
We got
something?
some.
Gotta be.
All right. I figured he was 30 something.
He was born in 1991, so he's around my brother's age. He's around like 34, 33, 34, because he's born in February, so I think is
35.
Okay. Heck yeah.
35.
That makes sense. Damn,
35.
35. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, there you saw this picture of him. He posted on social media where his nose was like the size of his face. It was insane, but that's just crazy sport. And then obviously another crazy sport that I love playing but not very good at, golf. Truist Championship was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I thought with all the hype around Rory, he was going to get the dub, but I was sadly mistaken. Good job, Christopher. You know who I'm talking about. That guy that won the Truist Championship.
The
Good job,
winner.
dude.
You know who you are, buddy.
Yeah,
That's
what's his
awesome,
name?
man. And
I'm drawing a blank.
wrong person asked, dog. Danny C said it. And then obviously Ricky Fowler tied for second with that.
Played well.
Yeah, the other
Played
dude
well.
that I definitely can't pronounce that guy's name.
Yeah, I was
funny,
gonna say take a stab at that one, Chase.
dude. It was like when I was typing it out, I was like, do I even put the little what is that? A line? What do they call that? Not a hyphen, but it's like here's the circle, and there's like right there. That's the accent. I've never seen that. It's like Russian, Ukraine, or maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I have no idea what it was. But moving on, because golf is awesome. It's a crazy sport because we spend so much money on it and not so good at it. I mean, maybe I'm speaking for myself, and we do it for fun. So love to do it. Love to drink. Love to do all that good stuff out there on the course. But moving on to the NFL news. Okay, so there's some.
Before we move on to the NFL, I know you're going to your golf course. Do you think I know we played last weekend. Do you think that prepared you to go face the Blue Monster this weekend?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I like that question, Nigel. That's why you're the Lehigh legend coming in through. I need to speak on the fact that in about 2 days, I'm going to be playing on the Blue Monster, where they held the Cadillac Championship kind of like tournament, down in Miami, Florida. Florida. However you know,
Right,
305,
right.
Florida, Miami.
whatever.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But going down there playing some golf, I'm gonna lose so many balls. I didn't get any balls, so that plan went out the window. I was thinking about, I'm gonna get some balls, packing my suitcase and everything, be good to go. Didn't do that, forgot to do that. So I'm gonna spend probably like $100 on balls there. But oh well, it is what it is.
$100. You don't have to
Yeah,
spend
maybe.
$100.
I mean, I'm just assuming because they're gonna probably have it's a Trump national course, and it's gonna be in pristine condition because the tournament was just 2 weeks ago. So the greens are gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be awesome, bro. I'm so hyped for it. And to your point,
How many rounds
did
you
it
playing?
prepare me? Rounds. We're only playing. We're teeing off at 9:30, and we're playing 18 holes, and then we're getting out of there. Going to we got some other stuff. Going to
That's
Sexy
a good
Fish.
Time.
Going to Sexy Fish.
Sexy
You guys heard of Sexy
What is that, a
Fish?
strip
Or no,
club?
we're going. Yeah, going to Sexy Fish. Sorry, that's tomorrow night. It's like a well, dude. So it's like a restaurant in Miami, in Brickell, Miami, where like celebrities go, whatever, you know. I've never been. I don't even know. I think it's fish food. I think it's seafood. It's fish food. Fish food where you feed the fish and no, but apparently they have like their escorts get all dressed up and go to the restaurant and like walk around and try to like, you know, do some business. You know what I'm saying?
Try to get you one.
Yeah.
No.
Nah. Okay, moving on. No, it's gonna be a fun time. Got jet skis, getting that, getting all that good stuff. It's gonna be a good time. But
Well, no, I wasn't saying you. I'm saying they're trying to get them one, not you trying to get you one.
Yes, they are.
There you
They
go.
get all dressed up in nice dresses and stuff, and then they go in there. They network. So
how do you know?
dog, appreciate that. That's what the rumors are. That's the rumors, is what I heard. Rumors is what I heard. So and
tell me
like
exactly where that place is in it. I don't. Just so I know to avoid it when I go down to Miami.
Yeah, it's the address. So just so you know, not to go there. No.
Yeah.
No, but it's interesting. It kind of looks like you guys ever been to like a water park or no, a SeaWorld? You guys ever been to SeaWorld? It kind of gives me a SeaWorld vibe, like mermaid type of deal. But anyways,
Hell yeah.
You into that?
I mean, I don't know. I guess. I mean, who isn't into some sexy fish, right? You don't want to eat an ugly fish. You want to eat a sexy fish. I don't want to eat an ugly fish.
I guess it all smells the same at the end of the day.
No. No.
You got that.
That's facts. Well, hey, I will say.
Cut it out.
Some good mahi. Nah, no way. I'm tagging you and posting that on LinkedIn.
That's a tag in the
Oh man, that's it for AJ for the rest of the show. No. All right, so let's move on to the NFL. Let's talk about some NFL stuff. Steelers agreed to terms with kicker Chris Boswell. He's a beast. Obviously Jeremiah Love. I saw something on Twitter about how he's not even going to touch that 53 million guaranteed because of all he's just going to save it right away, which is interesting to, hear an NFL, or I guess a rookie NFL player say, but him coming off an NIL deal is like, he's pretty loaded already. And a lot of these, you're seeing that more and more. These college kids come out of college and go into the NFL. But then you got, on the flip side, you got quarterbacks taking pay cuts to go play in the NFL. Like Carson Beck taking a pay cut from going to Miami to go play at freaking play for the Cardinals, which it's
Quinn
definitely
Ewers.
interesting. And go ahead, what were you to say?
Quinn Ewers, another example.
Quinn Ewers, yeah, Quinn Ewers. I mean, dude, like think about it. You're at Texas and you're at Miami. Like these are big schools. I mean, Miami, dude, 305. Like we were just talking about Sexy Fish. I'm sure Carson Beck was going to freaking Sexy Fish on the regular. You know, I mean, I don't know what he's doing down there, but it's like it is interesting to see. And like, will you see more older college athletes or college football players because of this? And you know how is like in the NBA, it's like a lot of younger NBA players because a lot of those college stars are going to the NBA right away. Is it going to be like the opposite where a lot of these college stars are going to be staying in college as long as possible because the money's big or there's more money? I mean, I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts on like, you know, the whole NIL deal.
NBA and NFL money are two different things. So I think that alone is a whole. Because you got to think about just like the team size alone. They're paying 13 dudes versus
Team size,
55 guys. So
and I mean, like NBA, individual players are getting paid a lot more. Yeah.
I don't know. I think in football, I think it's definitely harder. Just because like it's more of a toss up, and like I feel like if you're a lottery pick in the NBA, that might be a little bit more money than being a lottery pick in the NFL. I'm not sure exactly what that looks like, but I just think it's probably more of a risk in football versus like, you know, if I'm making $4 million a year in college versus I go to the NFL, I don't start, I get hurt, like then boom, that's it. Versus, hey, I could be the man one more year here, get, you know, instead of getting $4 million this year, move that up to 5, I get paid again. Now I got, let's say $8-9 million tucked away for next year. Then that's only gonna increase my draft stock theoretically. So, I mean, it's kind of a win-win for the kids. Like they can make more money. Only people that kind of lose are maybe the NFL, but at the end of the day, I think you might get a more polished athlete versus that. Because I'd say a guy like Carson Beck, maybe if this was 10, 15 years ago after he hurt his elbow at Georgia, he might have just went to the draft instead of going back to school. So you never know what could happen.
Yeah, I kind of disagree. You know, I think it's gonna be very position based. If you got like running backs, that's another season of wear and tear on their body. You know, where at the end of the day, when you get to the NFL, the goal is for that second contract. Now, if there's guys like a Quinn Ewers where we don't, I mean, you know, he could turn some heads around and find some playing field, but there's always gonna be those guys that just didn't really pan out in the NFL. So I think it's just gonna depend, right? If you're Jordan Love, or not Jordan Love, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Notre Dame running back. You just said it. Jeremiah Love. You know, where he's guaranteed a lot of money, then he's probably gonna go. But you know, these guys that are on the fringe, I imagine them sticking around. So I think that might be more the shift.
Yeah,
You
100%.
know,
And I
but
say
I think guys will definitely still be going early.
yeah, I think a guy like Ryan Williams is gonna try and get out. Like Jeremiah Smith, they're gonna get out as soon as they get out. But a guy like Diego Pavia, I think if Diego Pavia could play 7 years of college football, I think he would. So I think it 1,000% depends on the case. 100%.
Yeah, 100%. He would actually get a Heisman. It's funny too when I was on
Play long enough.
I was sitting here. I know, right? I was sitting on here. I was like, it's Jeremiah, bro. It's Jeremiah. And I'm like, can you not hear me? I'm saying it's Jeremiah. And I realized I was on mute. Anyways, so I'm
but congrats to
anyway,
him. That's huge.
Yeah, congrats to him. Freaking highest rookie contract. And I mean, like, to your point, Adam, like, so Jeremiah Love, as a running back, like Jeremiah Love going back, he risked injury, but then for like a quarterback, it's different. And then like, so Carson Beck, for a quarterback to go back and play, not saying he's not going to get injured. He's just less likely to get injured than a running back, obviously. But I mean, if I'm put in the position where I'm going to make more money in college, like I would want to go play college because, I mean, you think about it, like just the way the atmosphere is and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, there's diehard NFL fans, franchises, like grown-ass man, you know, dressing up as mascots and going to these games and stuff and spending, you know, their income on season tickets and stuff like that. But in college, it's different. I don't know. It's like the atmosphere is a little different. It's like they have a little bit more tied to these teams, and I think that's what causes, like, when you go to a college football game, big SEC game versus, I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, going to Seattle or like, which I never even been to any of these games in person, but I just know it gets loud and crazy. But I don't know, it's like you do get worship too. So it's I guess I was kind of talking in a circle because then I'm doing the comparison of like, okay, Cam Newton 2015, people worshipped Cam Newton. Like they saw him, they're like, oh gosh, Cam Newton. Like you couldn't go out in public and stuff. Especially Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly was not even like a guy that goes out in public. And I remember at the Charlotte Hornets versus Lakers when Kobe Bryant last game in Charlotte, I was able to like sit kind of close to the floor, but I remember like seeing Luke Kuechly and Cam Newton kind of got up and walked away, but then Luke got pushed out to the court. Everyone flooded. So I kind of take back what I'm saying to where like people are more crazy than NFL, because it's like it is. NFL fans are crazy, bro.
Fans are crazy in their own right. You can't really.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is just more insane, and I think like being like the same age group as a lot of these people, it's different, I guess. I don't know. Having like
I think it's different,
I
like across the board. You know, like a Packers, a Bills, those dudes go crazy, right? But we're at a place where there's no history. You know, you look in college,
I
there
see.
can be teams that are like mid college teams that still get sellouts. Like you look at Auburn. You know, where'd they go? 500 last year. LSU, Mississippi State. You know, like all these Big Ten SECs where it's like they all have that tradition. So it's just that tradition carrying, right? Versus like a Panthers Jaguars game, you're not going to see like people going nuts. There's still some are, right? But we're not even close to the level of Giants, you know, Cowboys, Bills, Eagles. Like that. That's like the blue chip fan bases of the NFL, right? That's like the Bamas, the Ohio States. But college just has a lot more of those, right? Because one, you got a bunch of drunk, you know, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and then you got a bunch of dudes, they're all alumni that, you know, got season tickets, and that's what they do on the weekend, right? They take their family, you know, to Baton Rouge, because that's where they all went, and everyone's a diehard LSU fan. And then they have the chance to go to school and be a part of that. So I think that's just kind of the differences. There's still crazy fans in either spot.
Yeah, that is true. That makes sense, because there's like you got the Green Bay franchise, this Pittsburgh Steelers, and then you got the Alabama, and well, I mean Alabama is a tough one to pick from, but like Mississippi State, you got Texas A&M, which they did make a run, but it's like all these schools. Indiana Hoosiers had traditions. They just made a comeback. Like I mean, obviously, Big Ten is pretty competitive, very competitive in football, but like they weren't looked at as a football school, but they still had football traditions. You know, they didn't just have basketball traditions. You didn't look at Indiana as a football school. At least I didn't. But
No,
Yeah.
nobody
yeah,
does.
no.
It's Indiana. Fucking dude can be pissed off about this shit.
Exactly. So, all right. Well, then we will. Let's get in. I mean, I don't know if there's any more. I know they released some schedules. There's gonna be 9 international games, so that's gonna be crazy. The Bills host the Lions on Thursday night. And what was that Monday night game? First Monday night game, Eagles. No.
Did you see? Did y'all by any chance happen to see the Cardinal schedule? The Cardinal schedule. Have anybody seen the Cardinal schedule?
I have not seen the Cardinals.
They might win 2 games. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Take the under.
Maybe. Like it's bad. It's really
Really?
bad. Yeah, they got a tough schedule.
That's tough. I haven't seen the schedules. I know they just are releasing them.
I don't think it was in order, but it was like, you know,
it was the teams that they're gonna play. It's the teams that they're gonna play home and away. It's gonna be a rough 17 for the boys.
I mean, Panthers aren't no cakewalk either, though.
No, that's what I'm saying, and that's not even one of the 2 I gave. Like their schedule's real bad.
I think that's good for us to have a good schedule. I mean, like obviously, I want our team to be good and, you know, above 500 and all that. But like I want us to be able to prove ourselves too. It's not like, oh, they stumbled upon a Super Bowl like they did in 2015 or 2001 or whatever,
You
or
want to
was
play in
it
big
2000?
games leading up to big games. Yeah, you want to have that
No.
experience under your belt.
And
You
I
definitely want
and
to
I
have that
think like
experience.
it would be a good test for our team too. With all these new guys coming together, I think it'll be good for us, and it'll be good to watch us win like tough games. And we played to our opponent's level, man. So we played up to the Rams level. We did play down to the Saints level, but more importantly, we played up to the Seahawks and Rams level, and that's a NFC divisional game last year. So I'm excited for it. And then obviously all the extended seasons and tournaments and playoffs and stuff. But speaking of playoffs, obviously wanted to talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs. There's some talks. Okay, so the Knicks swept the 76ers and the Thunder swept the Lakers.
Yep.
Those were the two sweeps of the
Thanks,
second
Alan.
round. Now, say that again. Grayson Allen.
I said thanks,
Thanks,
Alan.
Thanks,
they didn't
Allen.
have enough.
What'd he
The
say?
Lakers didn't have enough, man.
Watch the Lakers.
Like what?
Lakers
Watch
didn't
the
have
Lakers.
enough, man.
No,
He
dude.
got me
Well,
sold on everything's rigged. That's why I took it.
yeah. He had me on it for a little bit, but then I realized that there's too much.
No.
Not saying it's completely, not like
But,
there's
like,
some stuff
script.
that happens quite cool. It's a little bit like, oh, that was supposed to happen type of deal, or oh, that wasn't supposed to happen, so this needs to happen now, whatever. But yeah, so people were talking about that being LeBron James' last game, and then also people saying that he's not going out like that. I'm curious to hear you guys, your thoughts. I mean, obviously we grew up watching LeBron James dominate the NBA, and he's still dominating at the age he's at. I think he should just go ahead and play till he's 50, but and just be the greatest athlete that has ever walked this planet, and play until he's 50. Yeah. So, but I don't think he goes out that way, getting swept by the Thunder, even though their OKC is a freaking dominant team, and I can't see anybody competing other than the Knicks with them. But even then, though, I don't even know. I just kind of want to hear you guys' thoughts on LeBron retiring after this year or coming back. What do you guys think?
I mean,
AJ?
then what? We can play a whole nother season and get swept again?
Yeah.
It's, I don't.
Maybe not with
I
the
feel like he's done
Lakers.
enough.
Yeah.
We can see this man in another jersey. I just
Yeah,
feel
at
like,
some
man,
point it's just gonna be like, all right, LeBron, it's time to.
all right, yeah, go be a dad, man.
Like you don't think yeah. And I mean, like there's reasons people believe that he goes out like this because he's been the type to like hint at stuff where he's like talking about how he's spending more time with his wife and his family and posting
Yeah,
a bunch on social media during the playoffs and stuff. He's down three games in against the Thunder, and he's posting like memes and stuff and golf videos and stuff. So people think that he's hitting at a retirement stuff, and then to come back and be
Man,
he's
you know
definitely not
how
going to come
much
back.
money they
Guy.
probably Nike Golf giving him and golf companies giving him, man. So the guys, look, I
Yeah.
think it's a genius idea. I mean, you saw they came in with the whole Nike LeBron collab, so now all his golf stuff's gonna be free now. So he was like, you wanna know what? I want to start playing golf. Let me post a video. Hey, LeBron, this is Nike. You want some golf stuff? Yeah. You know he doesn't buy anything. Like they just made a whole brand new clothing line of Nike golf stuff for LeBron. So I think it's just I can see it being two ways. I think Tom Brady's last game where he threw a pick six, that was his last pass in the NFL. Like I think LeBron got swept. I wouldn't I don't think it would be crazy if he retires. I think it would be kind of a surreal moment, be like, damn, this is like the kind of a crazy close to a chapter in like sports history and like history just in general, like the world. But I mean, like he comes back one more year, like okay, he goes to a new team. Like I just think like it's not like it's not the same. It's not like oh LeBron's going back to Cleveland or LeBron's going to LA. It's like LeBron's going to where? Why? For what? Like I just
hmm
like I could see it, but like unless it's like a team that's literally like the Knicks or if he stays with the, it has to be a team that either is in the West or Eastern Conference Finals. If it's not one of those four teams or the Lakers, I don't think he should do it at all.
But what?
Yeah.
But what? Like, sign this guy, and then he doesn't like
That's what I'm saying.
X, Y, and Z
I
player, and he tells you to get rid of him. Oh yeah, get rid of that 22-year-old kid. I don't really like him.
right, yeah.
They get rid of him, and then
And you risk
just I mean, look at the
the
Lakers
GM,
when he
yeah.
leaves right here. What are they gonna be? Luka and Austin Reeves and what? Bronny,
Terrible.
like
Roy
Marcus
Hooch.
Smart.
They're
I
not. They're
I think him going on, what was that, Barstool, where he did the golfing.
Yeah.
I think he got a lot of, I think people want to see that, the streaming, like him going golfing or him, being on sports
His
talk. He already does a little bit of, he's got a good personality. He's funny, right? So
Yeah.
he could escape into that entertainment world. And I mean, I feel like he's going to eventually, right?
Yeah.
So maybe his mind, his process, because Duke can still hoop at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like he's good enough to still play. But it's like, to what extent, man?
Because
I
it
guess
can't be about getting a ring at this point, right? It can't be about getting a ring, right? There's no way.
Yeah.
It has to be about
maybe
just
like
playing.
one last one, I guess. But even then, like,
It's a whole different day and age now. Like you can't do it.
that was the point with Luka, right? Then Luka gets hurt. So it's like, so you can bank on this one last one, and then what happens when your co-star, tears his Achilles or something like that? Then it's like, well, all right.
It would have to be the Knicks on a vet minimum deal just to play one last year. That's the only thing that makes sense, honestly.
Knicks would be cool. Knicks would be cool.
that would be crazy.
Yeah. That'd sell a lot of jerseys.
They don't really.
Have y'all
they
seen
don't
the
have
theory
like
of him signing a 10-day contract to every team in the NBA? People are like, for his last year, he should tell people this is my last season, and then he's going to sign a 10-year contract to. I don't know. It's just something. I saw a video about it.
Alan probably seen that video too, actually. So I'm sure
He did. He probably was like,
Alan definitely saw that video too. That's great. What do you think, Danny? What do you think, Danny C? Do you think he keeps playing, or is he?
Dude, I'm torn. I'm so torn. Like, part of me wants him to just hang it up and do kind of what Adam was saying, like go into the entertainment world, because that would be really fun to see.
Yeah.
But dude, then part of me is on Chase's side. Play to your 50. Play to your 50. Do what no one's ever done. Like, because you're going to have, dude, LeBron's going to live till he's 130, right? You're going to have so much time with your wife and your kids. So, like, play to your 50. You know?
Both your sons.
Yeah. So I'm torn. I could see him hanging it up, and it'd be a great end to a great chapter of basketball history. But, hey, if you want to go another year and you got it in you, that'd be cool too.
Well, what would be the oldest age with a professional athlete in the three main sports? Because obviously you couldn't count golf. Like, could he go for the record of?
Are you talking about what the record is right now?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Like the oldest. I think it's like 45.
The only way, now this is a crazy scenario. This is something that will be nutty. The only way I see it if an expansion team happens and then he becomes part owner of the expansion team's play in the inaugural season, and then after that he just retires. Like, I think that would be something cool that nobody's ever owned a team, play on the same team, and then retire in the inaugural season after it. So, I mean, I think that would be dope to see, but like, it would be cool if it was something special like that. But I feel like I don't know. I want to see him play. I don't want to see him retire, because that would be that would just be weird to see basketball without LeBron. Like, because then they wouldn't have anything to talk about half the season anymore. Now they have to just start making up storylines. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Like, I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know.
Matt Hickey, 46 years old, NBA.
46. 1 year off.
That's crazy.
46.
That's crazy.
What sport did he play?
Hockey?
NBA. Oh no, I'm talking about just
Hockey.
NBA. So the oldest of the main four. The oldest of the main four is hockey. That's Gordie Howe at 52. No, Satchel Paige, 59.
What?
It's MLB. That's actually nuts. 59 years old.
MLB.
Yeah.
MLB. That's where I was thinking that the MLB. I say NHL like hockey, but I just know that because of freaking.
But
What's
he
his
did that in
name?
1965, so it's like who was really good at? I could see an old man playing
1965.
MLB. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not too long ago.
I mean, the medicine was shit too, though. So, like, I'm sure he was not in like great shape. Like, think about it. Like, he probably wasn't
It is
doing it.
post.
He had,
I mean, we're looking at post World War II. You know,
that
a
dude
lot
was
of
probably
athletes were
freaking.
gone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Oh
it's
gosh.
I don't know. I mean, it's only just 10 years after or 20 years after, so
Well,
it
it
doesn't
goes,
make that much of a difference.
and I'm. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that is kind of surprising because of what I was just looking at the other day, and they were kind of like using this as a comparison to Michael Jordan and LeBron and how it needs to stop because the whole Michael Jordan was playing a different game than LeBron James was playing, all that versus stuff like because you look at the gosh, I always forget the damn series, Last Dance, where like you'd see some of those guys dribbling like up here, and then you look at the highlights today, and it's like dudes are doing what MJ's famous move was, like a freaking dude off the bench is doing that in the NBA now. So, like the reverse layup dunk, you know what I'm talking about, where he's like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think these conversations, like, I think they can't end just because I think they're made not to end. Because I mean, you
never
go
going
all
to
day
end.
on, but yeah, I think they're made never to end. Because I mean, they make two good conversations and they make two good talking pieces for people to sit up there and talk about, like us right now. So I think it's one of those things where it's never going to end. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's always there's so many like if ands or buts about it, and that's why I think it's one of the cool things about sports. Like there's so many things that you can say about it and raise so many great points, and then somebody could also have some great points about their side too, about saying different day and age, different this or this and that, and then it's just like I also think the conversation has to be a little bit more open than just the two players. Like there's been a lot of
yeah.
really good players in the NBA from
Kobe
different eras. I
Bryant,
think it's
freaking.
yeah, just it's been different. It's been just different impacts. Plus you got just people who are better. People might like you better off the court for different reasons. Like I know certain people don't like, and a lot of people I think a lot of it's really personal too. Like it's not like a fact. Like a lot of it's just people like LeBron or they don't like LeBron. I think like a lot of people like don't like Jordan, but there's people who like hate Bron. Like I feel like you don't find a lot of people who like hate Jordan, but there's people who like hate Bron. Like so, I think it's just in that
Also,
aspect you really can't change people's minds.
yeah, no, it's funny you say that because growing up, first off, like to your point, there's been I don't know how many episodes of First Take where they spent the whole time talking about Michael Jordan versus LeBron
Oh
James,
yeah,
and that's
oh
what
yeah.
we talked about. And I mean, there's so many.
Now,
And
Wi-Fi.
then looks like McDonald's Wi-Fi is out today.
Somebody got a McDouble.
Yeah, someone got a McDouble. Ordered two Big
Somebody got a McDouble.
Burger. Systems malfunction. No, oh, shit, oh yeah. So growing up, like one of my best friends, his family, huge diehard Boston's fan. So growing up, before Tom Brady was Tom Brady, like he was becoming Tom Brady, it was in the midst of Tom Brady's run. I was like, oh, Joe Montana this, Joe Montana that. And that's kind of the same situation, I think. Obviously, the numbers are a little bit different. But then it just got to a point in Tom Brady's career where it became undeniable. Like there was no argument anymore. And then now it's like so far past that there's even more quarterbacks in between them, like Patrick Mahomes and, other quarterbacks like that. So Kirk Cousins, no, he's that dog. Oh, he's getting paid. He's that dog.
Yeah, you're getting paid.
Anyways, but no, it's the sport's evolving. There's people are evolving as well with it, so they're just getting more competitive, more crazy athletes out there. So I'm excited. Obviously the Knicks swept the 76ers, so that's crazy. I mean, I don't see anybody else other than the Thunder. So Lakers, yeah, can't see the Lakers in the finals. The Thunder Thunders. The Thunder and the Knicks in the finals. I don't see anybody else. I don't know. I mean, Cleveland is putting up a fight against the Pistons, but Knicks just are so dominant. I don't know. I said that about Boston, though, and then they lost. So to the 76ers. That just got swept. So I don't know what happens. But we'll tune in, obviously, NHL. Carolina Hurricanes going 8-0. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I love the fact that we're undefeated, but, like, we don't have any – I mean, we have momentum, but now it's like all these other teams, we are resting up. We're getting, rested and rejuvenated or whatever and ready to go. But I feel like sometimes it's better to continue to play and not sit and, and I guess not play. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are following hockey at all, but it's great.
Good and a bad thing. Good and a bad thing.
Great series to watch. Yeah, no, hey, we're undefeated, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's a few more games that some of these teams need to play, so they're just sitting at home resting up. So, I mean, kind of thinking the same thing about the Knicks too. It's like, is that sweeping a team, is that good or bad? I mean, what are your guys' thoughts when you sweep anybody in these playoffs?
I think just going back to like in high school, like when you play a team, like for example, like we would play like Huff, like in the regular season in the playoffs. Like I think I just think of like that in a sense of where it's like you don't normally play like a team back to back. Like when you play like the same team like twice, like I think it just goes back to like coaching. So I think for the Knicks and for the Hurricanes, like I think it just goes back to how, Mike Brown handles this time off with the Knicks. Like practice still has to be intense. Like they can't feel like it's a vacation because it's really not. Like it's kind of it's really a sense of urgency, but just like it's a walk pace, but like a run mindset. So everything is like racing, but like technically the bodies can't move yet. So I think it really just goes back to coaching how they run their practices, really how how the players kind of operate in terms of their sense of urgency to really win, or just if they're just happy winning in the playoffs, or do they actually want to win the whole thing? Because that's a big difference.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I like that. I like that because you got to take it slow, not rush through it, but then also actually still have that running mindset. Running mindset, but you're actually walking. I've never heard someone say it like that, but that's it. That's interesting. I like that. Hell yeah. Because the turtle won the race, man. Even though I always looked at it like, if I was that rabbit, dude, I'm going to go ahead and cross that finish line. I'm not going to dilly-dally and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and beat his ass and then come back and rub it in his face. That's what I'm doing. That's just me. All right. So we got the PGA tournament, PGA Championship coming up. We got our favorites. I'm curious. Real quick before we get into that, okay? I want to talk a little bit more about football. Apex Pro Football League, okay? New franchise based in Charleston, South Carolina, called the South Carolina Seawolves. A Seawolf, which I didn't know what this was, if it was a real thing. It's a legendary sea raiders. Okay, now I'm starting to. I did not put the definition of what a sea wolf is. I still don't know what a sea wolf is. Apparently, it's an actual thing. So I didn't put the definition. I just talked. Their team motto is what I was about to read, and it's built for the Carolinas: fast, relentless, and feared by anything in its path. Sounds corny as hell. No, I want to try out, baby. Tryouts are June 6th in Summerville, South Carolina, and then Columbia, South Carolina, June 13th. Tackle football, professional. Yeah, it's like, so there's the UFL that plays in the spring, the NFL that plays in the fall, and then you got the Apex Pro Football League. And I'm not really sure if you actually are getting paid to play, but you do have to pay like $70 to try out. So you have to bring your own pads apparently too. So, yeah. And I just can't imagine who's going out there exactly to try out for this, because maybe it is like legit guys that probably missed the NFL by a little bit and they're like legit, but then there's some scrubs that haven't hung it up yet and they're going to go out there and get smoked. But I I would love to go see that, see what they do for trials. Probably just some cone drills or some shit to see if like these guys have.
Yeah, you trying out?
Yeah, I freaking kick step. What do we got? Freaking hands a little bit.
Yeah, why
I
you
mean, shit,
kick
that's
stepping, buddy? Why are you
well,
passing, buddy?
that's the only that was really the first thing fresh on my mind because that was the last position I played. So that was the first. Yeah, no, I know it's but it's just muscle memory, dog. Okay, can't help it.
I know it's
It would happen. It happened that way. I didn't like it. Chill out now. If I'm gonna go do this, I'm definitely not gonna play freaking offensive line. I'm playing running back, dog.
running back. Okay.
There you go,
Okay, see
Scatterboo.
ya. Okay, see
Oh,
ya. Heck yeah. Heck
got a
yeah.
boo. Oh man. Yeah. So they're holding the tryouts. So if you guys want to go try out, go do it. Their headquarters in Mount Pleasant. So you live in South Carolina or in Charleston, but you probably get like less than like minimum wage. I don't know how much you get paid, but I don't even think you do. I think you have to actually pay to play, and then that's it.
Oh,
I think you pay to play, and that's it. But anyways, it's like a club team. But obviously you had now let's get into the PGA Championship because there was like I don't know if you guys heard of the TGL Golf League, Tiger Woods and Rory created, and they had like a AEW wrestling collab, the Fairway to Hell crossover where they had these guys like come out on the green and literally wrestle like a WWE match. It was kind of hilarious. And people like actually like got upset about it, and I'm like, you guys are literally doing virtual golf. Like, why you're heading into a simulator? I think it's kind of cool that they changed it up a little bit, but you know, golf people are gonna find something to hate on it, no matter what it is. But PGA Championship, who we think was gonna win? It's gonna take place in Newton Square, PA, Pennsylvania.
Give him
Aramid
I've said this guy before, man. I'm a big Shane Lowry guy. Give me Shane Lowry.
Shane, you guys, Shane Lowry. Okay, he didn't even make. Wait, or did he make the cut for Truist, or was it the Truist or Cadillac?
He didn't play.
He didn't play. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Why is that? Why is he? Do you know?
Some guys take certain tournaments off to prepare for others, or scheduling things, or it just depends. It just depends, you know.
All right. Well, Shane Lowry is Lehigh Legends guest. AJ White Snipes, Mount Pleasant Hall of Famer. What are we thinking? Cam Young. I was thinking about guessing Cam Young. Definitely not going to guess Cam Young now, but I was thinking about that, just so you know. So that was not a bad guess. Danny C. What we got?
I was also thinking Cam Young, but I'm gonna go Rory.
Rory. Let's go. I love it. Okay. Well then shoot. Rory was the other guy I was gonna go for. I was thinking about it, but then I was like, nah, Rory's too obvious. Like I can't go for the obvious guy. I'm gonna do Bryson. No, I'm not. Bryson DeChambeau is not gonna do it. I honestly thought he was gonna do win the Masters. He didn't even make the cut for the Masters. So, and I've seen that dude choke so many times in my life, so many times. I want him to win. But I just don't think he's going to. Xander Schauffele is who I am picking to win this one. Boom. Reading a weep, marking that. Don't yawn. No time for yawning. You're all right. Let's see. What else do we got to talk about? That was it. That was really it, fellas. I am glad this is kind of under an hour. It's a little bit easier to edit and stuff. I was thinking about starting to do the go live and just do live every single time. I'm trying to figure out how to do intros and stuff like that. But I was thinking about just doing live and then posting these other clips. But I was about to get into detail, and you probably weren't going to even know what I was talking about, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it. But I salute y'all. I appreciate it. And then we'll tune in next week with who's going to win the PGA Championship. Let's go.